What if the healthiest food on your plate was secretly sabotaging your well-being, especially after 60? Imagine discovering that some of the most popular seafood items celebrated on menus and stocked in every supermarket are not just unhelpful but actively harmful, while true marine treasures remain buried because they aren't profitable enough for the billion-dollar global seafood industry. You're about to uncover a truth that over 99% of seniors are completely unaware of. The 4 seafood villains you must banish from your diet, and the 4 unsung heroes you should embrace daily, including one that could genuinely help reverse joint pain and rebuild vital collagen. This isn't just talk, it's backed by rigorous, peer-reviewed science, all designed to empower you. We've spent countless hours sifting through scientific studies to bring you this crucial information, because let's face it, most seniors believe seafood is the ultimate health food, but the reality can be far more complex and, frankly, misleading. Get ready to have your perceptions challenged and your health transformed, starting with the seafood you might want to cross off your shopping list right now, especially if joint pain, high cholesterol, or that nagging, unexplained fatigue has become a part of your daily life. First up on our list of seafood to avoid is squid, often enjoyed as calamari. It might look harmless, even gourmet, gracing plates in sophisticated restaurants. On paper, it sounds like a decent choice. It's relatively low in fat and offers a good dose of protein. However, when you delve deeper, particularly concerning for seniors, the picture becomes much darker. Squid is remarkably high in cholesterol. A modest 3-ounce serving of cooked squid can pack around 198 milligrams of cholesterol, which accounts for over 65% of your recommended daily intake in just one small portion. Here's the crucial part. As we age, especially past 60, our liver's efficiency in regulating cholesterol diminishes. It slows down, meaning that the cholesterol we consume from our diet has a significantly greater impact on our blood cholesterol levels. A 2021 study published in the esteemed journal Nutrients revealed that older adults with a high dietary cholesterol intake were 43% more likely to show markers of arterial stiffness and had a 31% higher risk of experiencing heart events. This arterial stiffness is a serious early warning sign for potential heart attacks or strokes, particularly in the senior population. But the concerns with squid don't end with cholesterol. It also contains purines, which are natural substances that, when broken down in the body, convert into uric acid. For older adults, this presents another challenge, as the kidneys often have a harder time efficiently flushing out excess uric acid. When uric acid accumulates, it can crystallize in the joints, leading to the severe pain and inflammation characteristic of gout. Gout is most commonly diagnosed in individuals over 60, and consuming purine-rich seafood like squid can unexpectedly trigger a painful flare-up. Researchers from the Journal of Gerontology discovered that seniors who consumed high purine seafood more than twice a week had a staggering 54% increased risk of developing chronic joint inflammation over a 2-year period. So, if you've been eating squid under the assumption that it's a healthy seafood alternative, it's time to reconsider. For seniors, especially those already managing conditions like high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, or even mild arthritis, squid stands out as one of the most deceptive and potentially damaging choices on the menu. It might appear clean and simple on your plate, but internally it could be kindling fires you won't feel until significant damage has occurred. If you've been waking with stiff joints, unexplained swelling, or sudden spikes in your blood pressure, this unassuming seafood could be a contributing factor. Next on our list of foods to approach with extreme caution is imitation crab, often known by its Japanese name, surimi. It's cleverly designed to look like crab, shaped like crab, and even carries a faint aroma reminiscent of real crab. However, imitation crab is about as authentic as plastic cheese, and for seniors, it ranks as one of the worst seafood imposters you could place on your plate. What makes it so detrimental? The problem begins with its very composition. Surimi, the base ingredient, is typically a white paste made from pulverized fish scraps, often pollock, which is then heavily processed and blended with a cocktail of starches, sugar, salt, and artificial flavorings. By the time this concoction is pressed into those familiar fake crab sticks, it has transformed from anything resembling natural seafood into a lab-engineered food-like product. One of the most significant dangers of imitation crab for anyone over 60 is its rapid impact on blood sugar levels. A study published in the journal Clinical Nutrition in 2020 found that consuming imitation crab elicits a glycemic response very similar to that of white bread. The starches used in its production, such as tapioca and wheat, digest incredibly quickly and convert to glucose almost instantaneously. This might not seem like a major issue for everyone, but if you're managing pre-diabetes, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes, conditions prevalent among seniors, this can lead to massive blood sugar spikes, inevitably followed by energy crashes. The same study indicated that older adults who consumed surimi-based products just 3 times a week exhibited insulin levels 2.6 times higher than those who avoided them. The issues don't stop there. Imitation crab is also laden with sodium. A single serving can contain over 700 milligrams of sodium, and that's before you even consider adding soy sauce or other dressings. High sodium intake is a well-established major risk factor for high blood pressure, a condition that becomes increasingly dangerous with age as arteries naturally harden and kidney function slows down. Your body's ability to filter and balance salt diminishes significantly as you get older. This type of processed salt, often combined with additives like monosodium glutamate, MSG, can trigger headaches, promote water retention, and even cause dizziness in older adults. So, while imitation crab might seem like a convenient or budget-friendly option, it's silently working against your health goals. It's a concoction high in sugar, salt, and chemicals, delivering almost none of the genuine nutritional power of real shellfish. Worst of all, it deceives many seniors into believing they're making a healthy choice. Don't be fooled. There are far better, genuinely nutritious ways to enjoy the flavors and benefits of real seafood. Moving on, we encounter scallops, which often present themselves as the innocent angels of the seafood world. They are small, appear clean, are wonderfully tender, and are frequently served in upscale restaurants with a delicate sear. However, for seniors, particularly those over 60, scallops can silently wreak havoc on the body in ways most people would never suspect. The core of the problem lies hidden behind their delicate appearance. Scallops are extremely high in cadmium. Cadmium is a toxic heavy metal that tends to accumulate in the tissues of shellfish, especially in filter feeders like scallops. Unlike some water-based contaminants that can vary, cadmium is often naturally concentrated by the scallop itself from its marine environment. Once this toxic metal enters your body, your kidneys bear the brunt of the damage. In a significant study published in Toxicology Reports in 2022, researchers meticulously measured cadmium levels in scallops sourced from various locations. They discovered that even a modest serving could provide up to 1.8 micrograms of cadmium per gram of tissue. To put this into perspective, the World Health Organization sets the safe weekly limit for cadmium intake at just 7 micrograms per kilogram of body weight. For a 70 kilogram, approximately 154-pound senior, this means that consuming just a few scallops a week could push them dangerously close to, or even over, this toxic threshold. Once cadmium enters your system, it's notoriously difficult to get rid of. It accumulates, particularly in the kidneys, progressively weakening their function over time. Older adults already experience a natural decline in kidney filtration rates, which makes it even harder for their bodies to flush out this harmful metal. Over time, this accumulation can lead to serious kidney issues, including protein leakage in the urine, higher blood pressure, and a noticeable drop in energy and stamina. But kidney function isn't the only concern when it comes to scallops. Surprisingly, they are also quite low in omega-3 fatty acids when compared to other types of shellfish. This is a major drawback because omega-3s are absolutely essential for maintaining brain health, ensuring joint flexibility, and controlling inflammation. Three critical areas of health that become even more paramount after the age of 60. So, while you might be eating scallops thinking you're reaping the brain protective benefits often associated with seafood, they barely deliver in this regard. In fact, a 100-gram serving of scallops contains less than 30 milligrams of EPA and DHA, the most beneficial omega-3s combined. Compare that to oysters, which can offer over 500 milligrams in the same serving size, and the difference is staggering. This means you could be consuming seafood without actually receiving the neurological or cardiovascular protection you expect. The next time you see scallops on a menu, especially if they're prepared in a creamy sauce or seared with a lot of oil, think twice. They may look harmless, but for seniors, they can act like a slow-moving toxin, with damage accumulating silently over time, often without any noticeable symptoms until serious health problems arise. Topping our list as potentially the most dangerous seafood for seniors is shrimp. This might come as a shock, as shrimp is incredibly popular. Its danger doesn't primarily stem from pollution or poor preparation methods, but rather from what it naturally contains and how these components interact with an aging body. Firstly, shrimp is extraordinarily high in cholesterol. Just 3 ounces, barely a handful, contains about 180 milligrams of cholesterol. For someone over 60, this is a significant concern. As we age, our arteries tend to lose their elasticity, our livers process fats more slowly, and our overall risk of heart disease skyrockets. A large-scale study published in the journal Circulation in 2021, which tracked 8,700 adults over 60, found that those who consumed more than 300 milligrams of dietary cholesterol daily had a 35% higher risk of stroke and a 24% higher risk of coronary heart disease compared to those who ate less than 150 milligrams. However, cholesterol is just the starting point of the issues with shrimp. Shrimp contains a muscle protein called tropomyosin, which can be particularly difficult for older digestive systems to break down effectively. This is a key reason why shrimp is one of the top food allergens globally. Even for individuals who have never experienced a food allergy in their life, shrimp can suddenly trigger a reaction after the age of 60. This is because the immune system can become more sensitive and somewhat erratic with age. Researchers from the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology found that nearly 14% of new shellfish allergies in seniors developed after the age of 65, often with no prior warning signs. These allergic reactions can range from mild skin rashes to severe life-threatening anaphylaxis. Even mild gut inflammation caused by this protein can exacerbate conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, constipation, or leaky gut in older adults. Now, let's consider something most people overlook: chitin. Chitin is the substance that makes up the shrimp's outer shell. Even when shrimp are deveined and cleaned, small microscopic fragments of chitin can still make their way into the meat. Chitin is a type of fiber that the human body cannot digest. While it might be harmless in very small amounts for most, in seniors with already weakened digestion, it can contribute to uncomfortable bloating, gas, and even intestinal inflammation. And here's a particularly concerning aspect. A vast majority of shrimp available today, especially those sold in bulk or frozen, are farm-raised. These farm-raised shrimp are often treated with antibiotics like oxytetracycline and enrofloxacin, which are banned in many countries for use in food production but still frequently show up in imported shrimp. A 2022 study in food control found antibiotic residues in over 42% of tested frozen shrimp samples originating from Southeast Asia. Regular consumption of these antibiotic residues has been linked to the development of antibiotic resistance, imbalances in the gut microbiome, and adverse metabolic changes in older adults. If you've been eating shrimp, thinking it's a light, low-fat protein option, it's crucial to rethink that assumption. For seniors, shrimp can be a metabolic trap due to its high cholesterol, hard-to-digest proteins, inflammatory shell fragments, potential antibiotic residues, and sometimes damaging preservatives, all concealed within that tiny, appealing shell. It's no wonder shrimp tops our list of seafood to avoid. Now that we've navigated the murky waters of seafood to avoid, let's turn our attention to the marine treasures that can genuinely support and enhance your health, especially in your golden years. The ocean offers a bounty of foods that are not just safe but incredibly beneficial, packed with nutrients that can help repair, rebuild, and re-energize your body. The following marine foods are true powerhouses, each offering unique benefits that can make a profound difference in how you feel daily. Get ready to discover some unsung heroes of the sea that every senior should consider incorporating into their diet, starting with one that's a champion for joint health. First on our list of must-eat seafood is the sea cucumber. It might look a bit strange, even alien to those unfamiliar with it, but this marine animal is an absolute powerhouse for seniors aiming for stronger joints, better skin elasticity, and significantly less pain. Sea cucumbers are exceptionally rich in collagen-like compounds and potent anti-inflammatory nutrients that become especially valuable after the age of 60, when the body's natural collagen production declines and inflammation can become chronic. Researchers from the International Journal of Molecular Sciences conducted a study which found that daily supplementation with sea cucumber extract led to a remarkable 35% reduction in joint pain and an impressive improvement in flexibility in participants over just 12 weeks. The real magic of sea cucumbers lies in specific compounds called tritopene glycosides. These natural substances are incredibly effective at fighting chronic inflammation and protecting precious cartilage from degradation. They work in a way similar to mild anti-inflammatory medications, but without the often harsh side effects on the stomach that many pain medications can cause. Furthermore, sea cucumber is naturally packed with chondroitin sulfate, a nutrient commonly found in many joint health supplements. However, in sea cucumber, it comes in a natural, whole food form that the body can often absorb and utilize more easily and effectively. To prepare it, sea cucumber is typically rehydrated, if bought dried, and then simmered slowly in a flavorful broth or with aromatic herbs. When cooked gently, it retains its unique, somewhat gelatinous texture, which is a telltale sign of its rich collagen content. Seniors who are looking to improve joint comfort, boost their skin's elasticity, and maintain the health of their cartilage should seriously consider adding sea cucumber to soups or stews once or twice a week. It might not be the most conventional seafood choice in Western diets, but its profound health benefits are well worth the effort of seeking it out and learning how to prepare it. Next, we spotlight green-lipped mussels, native to the pristine waters of New Zealand. These vibrant shellfish are one of the most underrated marine foods, especially for seniors seeking natural relief from inflammation and joint issues. They contain a rare and powerful combination of omega-3 fatty acids, most notably eicosapentaenoic acid, ETA. ETA is a unique omega-3 that has been shown to be even more potent in certain anti-inflammatory pathways than the more commonly known EPA and DHA found in typical fish oils. These specific fatty acids in green-lipped mussels work by helping to block a key enzyme in the body called 5-lipoxygenase, 5-LOX. This enzyme plays a crucial role in the biochemical pathway that triggers joint inflammation. By inhibiting 5-LOX, green-lipped mussels become uniquely effective for reducing pain, stiffness, and swelling, particularly in aging knees and hips, which are often susceptible to arthritic changes. A compelling 2020 study published in the journal Nutrients demonstrated the power of these mussels. Seniors who consumed green-lipped mussel extract daily for a period of 12 weeks reported a significant 42% drop in joint discomfort and a notable 35% improvement in their physical function. But the benefits of green-lipped mussels extend beyond just joint health. These mollusks are also packed with essential trace minerals like zinc, selenium, iron, and iodine. These are nutrients that can become harder for the body to absorb efficiently with age, and deficiencies are common, especially for those dealing with thyroid imbalances or persistent energy issues. When it comes to preparation, steaming green-lipped mussels with simple, flavorful additions like garlic, fresh parsley, and a squeeze of lemon is an excellent method. It's crucial not to fry or overcook them, as gentle steaming helps to keep their potent anti-inflammatory compounds active and bioavailable. The taste is delightfully slightly sweet and earthy, and the nutritional benefits you receive go far beyond what you could typically get from isolated supplements alone. If you're looking for a delicious food that actively helps you move better and feel more comfortable, green-lipped mussels absolutely deserve a regular spot on your plate. Let's shuck open the truth about oysters. They are undeniably one of the most powerful healing foods available, especially for anyone over 60. If you find yourself struggling with low energy levels, thinning hair, brittle nails, or slow recovery from illness or injury, oysters might just be the nutritional boost you need. They're far more than just an occasional delicacy. They are essentially nature's multivitamin, conveniently wrapped in a shell. What makes oysters so critically important for seniors is their unparalleled density of bioavailable zinc. Just 2 medium-sized oysters can provide you with over 100% of your daily zinc requirements, and this matters more than you might realize. Zinc is absolutely essential for robust immune strength, efficient wound healing, healthy testosterone support in both men and women for overall vitality, and even maintaining brain clarity and cognitive function. As we age, our ability to absorb zinc from food often declines, making deficiency a common and sometimes dangerous issue. One eye-opening study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a staggering 40% of adults over 60 are deficient in zinc without even being aware of it, leading to higher rates of infections, poor skin repair, and even a loss of taste and smell. But the nutritional prowess of oysters doesn't stop at zinc. They are also incredibly rich in vitamin B12, a vital nutrient that protects our nerves and supports energy metabolism, 2 critical functions that can decline sharply in older adults. A 2021 study from the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging showed that older adults with low B12 levels were 73% more likely to suffer from cognitive decline. Remarkably, just 3 ounces of oysters can give you more vitamin B12 than a full steak. Furthermore, oysters are packed with selenium, a mineral that acts like a dedicated bodyguard for your thyroid gland and your immune system, helping to keep them functioning optimally. Now here's what makes oysters particularly unique among seafood: their impressive copper content. Most seniors rarely think about copper, but it's a critical mineral for collagen formation, essential for skin, joints, and connective tissue, red blood cell production, and maintaining strong, healthy bones. One compelling study conducted in Europe tracked bone density in aging adults and discovered that those with higher dietary copper intake experienced 18% fewer fractures over a 5-year period. Whether enjoyed raw, from reputable sources to ensure safety, steamed or lightly grilled, incorporating oysters into your diet a few times a month can provide a concentrated blast of these vital nutrients that are often lacking in the typical senior diet. We've arrived at the #1 most powerful health-boosting seafood for anyone over 60. And surprise, it isn't a fish, shrimp, or even a traditional shellfish. It's sea moss, also widely known as Irish moss. This incredible marine plant is an absolute nutrient powerhouse that is finally gaining the widespread attention it deserves in modern science. For seniors, sea moss may well be one of the most complete natural remedies available for restoring strength, enhancing flexibility, and boosting overall energy levels. What makes sea moss so extraordinary is its astonishing mineral content. It contains over 90 essential trace minerals. This means it delivers nearly every mineral your body needs to function optimally, including magnesium, potassium, sulfur, selenium, and iron, all in a natural, plant-based form that an aging body can actually absorb and utilize effectively. But here's what truly makes sea moss stand out from the crowd. It is one of the richest natural sources of plant-based collagen precursors. While sea moss itself doesn't contain fully formed collagen, it is brimming with the crucial nutrients your body uses to synthesize its own collagen. These include vital components like vitamin C, sulfur, and the amino acid proline. Collagen, as you may know, is the protein that literally holds your body together. It's the primary building block for your joints, skin, and even the lining of your gut. After the age of 60, our body's natural collagen production significantly decreases, which is why we start noticing symptoms like stiff knees, sagging skin, slower wound healing, and increasing digestive problems. A compelling 2022 study published in the journal Marine Drugs found that seniors who consumed sea moss daily experienced a remarkable 37% improvement in joint mobility and a significant 29% reduction in visible skin dryness after just 8 weeks. Those are truly major results, achieved without resorting to a single synthetic supplement. Now let's talk about what sea moss does for your gut health, an area of increasing importance as we age. Sea moss is rich in a type of soluble fiber called mucilage. When consumed, this mucilage forms a soothing, gel-like coating in your intestines. This coating helps to calm inflammation, seal up tiny perforations in the gut lining, often referred to as leaky gut, and importantly, it feeds the beneficial bacteria that your body needs to properly absorb nutrients from food. A healthy gut microbiome translates directly to stronger immunity, better overall digestion, and even clearer mental focus. If you're dealing with common senior complaints like constipation, acid reflux, or an irregular appetite, sea moss can act as a gentle, natural corrective. A clinical trial from 2021 demonstrated that sea moss helped reduce symptoms of bloating and irregularity by over 50% in seniors who consumed it regularly for just 1 month. What sets sea moss apart from most supplements is its ability to support multiple body systems simultaneously. It benefits your thyroid because of its natural iodine content. It supports heart health by helping to balance sodium and potassium levels. It aids your skin and joints by fueling collagen production. And it can even help your lungs, with many users reporting easier breathing after just a couple of weeks, likely due to its natural antiviral and anti-inflammatory properties. To prepare sea moss, always rinse raw sea moss thoroughly to remove any sea debris and then soak it in clean water for 12 to 24 hours. Once it has expanded and softened, blend it with a little fresh water until it forms a smooth gel. You can take a spoonful of this gel daily or easily add it to smoothies, teas, or soups. It's best not to boil it. Simply add it to warm preparations to preserve its precious minerals and active compounds. Even 1 or 2 tablespoons a day can bring about dramatic positive changes in energy levels, mobility, and skin health. And the best part, it's safe, entirely plant-based, and easy to digest, making it perfect for seniors, even those with sensitive systems. If there's one seafood to make a staple in your kitchen starting today, let it be sea moss. It might not be flashy or trendy, but it is undeniably one of the most powerful, complete, and healing foods you can give your body in your 60s, 70s, and far beyond. So, there you have it. The seafood on your plate possesses a dual power. It could be safeguarding your joints and boosting your vitality, or it could be slowly contributing to their decline. If you're over 60, your body isn't as forgiving as it once was. Every single bite truly counts towards your long-term health and well-being. Foods like squid, imitation crab, scallops, and shrimp might appear harmless, perhaps even promoted as healthy choices. But as we've uncovered, they can secretly spike your cholesterol, wreak havoc on your digestion, contribute to stiffening joints, and silently elevate your risk of heart disease, arthritis, and kidney strain. But the good news is that you are not helpless in this nutritional landscape. By making informed choices, you can harness the incredible power of the ocean's true gifts. Sea cucumber, green-lipped mussels, oysters, and the remarkable sea moss provide your body with the essential raw materials it needs to repair, rebuild, and thrive. These aren't miracle foods born from fads. They are science-backed nutritional powerhouses. When you incorporate them regularly into your diet, they actively help to restore and strengthen the very systems that aging naturally tries to wear down: your bones, your gut, your skin, your immune strength, and your precious energy levels.